Zombie apocalypse.
Hey guys, welcome to another Top Drives video, and today it is the best cars as chosen by me, and it is Common Edition. So the purpose of this video is to show you the best common cars in the game that I use time and time again. There is obviously a lot of new players out there that are not sure what common cars to keep, and to be brutally honest, there is a lot of long-term players that their common garage just isn't up to scratch. So this is only a snippet of the cars that are available in the common collection. Of course, there's over 300 common cars in the game, and I reckon there's only 35 cars in my list here. Of course, you're going to have your own opinion on some of these cars, and I might have missed your favourite off the list. So why not drop a comment? Let me know whether there is something I'm missing, or whether or not you agree with my choice of cars. So like I said, these are cars I go back to time and time again, whether I use them for clubs, or I use them as a gap filler, or even as a bit of a loss leader in a big event. There is some little gems hidden in the common selection of the game. So let's just get straight into it. Okay guys, so I'm just going to start also by saying that the cars in my list here are not specifically tagged for any temporary tagged event. There might be one or two in there, like two-tone and stuff like that, but they're not chosen for them tags. They've been chosen because of the quality of the car. Of course, make sure you are saving any new tagged car, any temporary tagged car, because you're going to want them eventually, and it's going to be from the whole spectrum of cars, so RQ10 up to RQ19. So make sure you are looking out for new tagged cars and just save them and build them. But of course, that's your choice of which ones you want to keep and which ones you want to build. So we're going to start here with the two RQ10s that have made my list. The Suzuki Keyworks and the Peugeot 402. The Suzuki, it's medium ride height, and the second best handling common RQ10 that is available. It's just behind the Ford EXP, I feel. I think that's the correct name for it. But that one didn't make the list because I just feel that the Suzuki is slightly better. And the Peugeot, well, that's just a little drag king. It will save you in challenges 100%. And if not, then just it's there as a little bit of a gap filler if you really need to. Believe it or not, people were using this the other day in the big where people could use the Jescos and the Rimacs. People were using this in the top 10 just as a loss leader, like I said before. That Peugeot will reach 100 miles an hour too, so it's very, very quick for its RQ. Best builds, 323 on the Suzuki and 332 for the Peugeot. So we'll move on to an RQ12 and an RQ13. Now, I didn't feel there was any RQ11 cars that I use time and time again. The only one I could probably suggest, and it's only because it has just lost its price car tag, is the Alfa Romeo Spiders. But that's literally just because they've lost their price car tags. I didn't feel that I wanted to put them on the list. So the Pontiac Tempest RQ13, medium ride height, muscle car tag, and pretty quick for its RQ. And the GMC, well, the handling is nothing to shout about, but this is a little city streets killer, again for its RQ, medium ride height. It's good for clubs. That's these two I do go back to time and time again in clubs when I'm really looking to play with some low RQ, to fill in gaps. But of course, some club events are so low RQ you are using 12s and 13s. Right, we'll move on to some more 13s, and we've got the Pontiac Firebird and the Lancia Fulva Coupe. Right, the Lancia used to be an uncommon, used to be a lot quicker as well. Got downgraded to quite a low level common, so it still is a very good twisty little car, as is the Pontiac. Pontiac, one of the twistier cars in the whole of the common selection, and I actually have two of them built, both 323, and the Lancia 323 as well. So, but both of them are low, so don't use them on city streets. But they do the job that you need them to. They're not quick, they're not super quick, but you stick them on a slalom or you stick them on a karting circuit, they're going to do the job that you want them to do. So we'll move on to three drag kings for RQ13. We've got the Fiat 8V Supersonic. Now that's not so quick off the line compared to the other two, but towards the top end it does the job. Stick it on a test bowl and it will almost reach the 130, if not reach the 130. It's been a long time since I've used that one, to be fair. Both the Lancia and the Abarth, though, they do pick up the pace pretty quick, and if you are looking for a low level drag car, these two will do the job, and they will almost reach top speeds also. So yeah, don't dismiss these. All three of them, build them 323, but don't use them on city streets, and don't use them on anything twisty. They are just specific for drags. So we'll move on to these two very, very good looking cars. We've got the TVR Grand Tourer, and we've got the Suzuki Cappuccino. Suzuki Cappuccino's newly added to the game in the Japanese Pro Tour. They are both low ride height, but for RQ14 they are super twisty. The Suzuki Cappuccino actually beats the Honda Beat in a few races. Stick these two on slaloms, karting circuits, and you won't regret it. They certainly do the job that is required of them, and these I go back to all the time use these. Okay, so we're going to move on to the Mark 1 Cortina, the Lotus, medium ride height, low RQ, fantastic car, absolutely fantastic. I've used it so many times. City streets, it will do the job that you need it to, and not bad at the acceleration either. 8.6 to 60. It's yeah, a little city streets killer, so make sure you're maxing that one 323. And then the Nissan EX8, I've not had a lot of experience with this. It is newly added to the game. Again, it came in the Japanese Pro Tour, but I've used it a few times and I am quite impressed with it. Still need to do some work using it, but it is certainly one that I'm starting to go, yeah, I'm going to take that one, I'm going to use that one. Your 79 handling, not bad, not bad. 323 build on that one as well if you were going with it. Now we're going to go on to two completely opposite end of the scale cars. You've got the Chevy Bel Air, which again is another drag king for its RQ. 7.7 0 to 60, and it does pick up speed pretty quick. Obviously the handling is nothing to shout about there. 54. But you know what? It's a pretty cool car as well. Even if you just had it in your garage for how cool it looks. I'd love to have one of them in real life. And then we're going to sit the Citroen Mahari 4x4. Now, this has been the king of 4x4 for common for quite some time. The 0 to 60 is, well, it takes a year to get to 60. 17.7 seconds maxed. And the handling, again, nothing to shout about. But if you've got snow events, you put this on the snow in the slalom or twisty circuit, it's going to destroy so many other cars. It's unreal. There's nothing there to go, oh yeah, I need to use that all the time. But I've lost so many club events because I've chosen not to use it and someone else is using it. Or the other end of the scale, I've won loads of club events with it because other people have chosen not to. So don't dismiss the Citroen Mahari. It will do what you need it to do. Just don't put it on twisty road because it can't climb the hill. And don't put it on hill climb either, because again, it can't climb the hill. It's got the power of a pedal boat, but it does get round the snowy tracks and the icy tracks and stuff like that. So yeah, don't dismiss it. 332 on the Chevy Bel Air, 323 on the Citroen. So two Japanese twisty wet cars here. The Suzuki Servo, again, recently been added to the game in the Japanese Pro Tour. Standard tyres, so use this one in the wet. 76 handling, not bad. It's super light, and I believe it's medium ride height as well, but you'll have to go and check that one. I'm just not quite sure on that one. And the Nissan Pulsar, this one's pretty slow. But again, it's got them standard tyres and 81 handling, one of the higher standard tyres. If you look at the RQ19s, when we get them into a bit, the standard tyres are only running about 82, 83 anyway. So you want to use this one in the wet slaloms, wet karting circuits. It will do the job. It's not a car that stands out or anything like that, whereas I think the Suzuki Servo there, actually, you know that's good on twisty. But yes, this Nissan Pulsar, I do like it a lot, and I do go back to it time and time again, especially when you've got a little bit more RQ to play with but not enough to play with bigger cars. Okay, so then we've got, again, two different cars here. The Chrysler Falcon. This is, again, a drag car, but a drag car with standard tyres. So actually you can use this one in the snow and the dirt to pull off. It will get a lot better launch off the line than a performance tyre car in any sort of dirt or snow or even wet. And it's pretty quick, to be fair. It does pick up speed fairly rapidly, 6.9 to 60. Take that in contrast with the Lotus 7 there, top speed of 83, 13.3 to 60, and the handling, I think it's 77 there, but it's standard tyres, so again, it's a super light, super twisty little beast. Not something that you're going to use all the time, but if you are on, again, I'm just going to say club event, and it's all wet, say twist and turns, all wet, and there's a wet slalom and you're using common cars, this is going to win you some races. It really, really will. So 332 there on the Chrysler Falcon, and 323 on the Lotus 7. Is pointless doing any other sort of build on that one at all. So we will then move on to the BMW 507. I absolutely love this car. It's one of the quickest commons up to 100. And the top speed, not bad, 132. It will do you as a drag car, and it's won me a lot of events. So don't dismiss that BMW. And it is one of the only lower level cars in the game with the ultra expensive tag. So yeah, get that one in your garage. Get it built 332. And the TVR Vixen, again, it's a car that I've not had an overly decent amount of use out of it. It's one that I've recently found and actually gone back to time and time again, because there is a few better TVRs which are in the list, but for RQ16, 118 top speed, 81 handling, rear wheel drive, not bad. Again, it's a little twisty car, it's not a drag car, so don't use it for speed. And 323 build on that one. 2 city streets killer cars here. The Ford Mustang King Cobra. I love this car, absolutely love it. Stats aren't anything massive to shout about. 7.8 and 79. The Ford Fiesta is only slightly faster at 7.6, but less on the handling. Obviously one front wheel drive, one rear wheel drive, but both of them can be used for city streets. And the King Cobra, I've got 2 of them maxed, both 323. You won't regret having that in your garage at all. So we're going with 2, again, completely different cars here. The Chevrolet Spark, 11.2 to 60 and 105 top speed. That's not the stats you're looking at. You're looking at the fact that it's front wheel drive and standard tyres. 84 handling. There's not many better standard tyre cars in the common section with higher handling. Just the speed lets it down, but if you, again, in a USA event where you need standard tyres and twisty in the rain, you've got a decent car. It's also medium ride height, so don't dismiss that Chevrolet Spark either. And then the Chrysler TC by Maserati. Again, the stats don't look very good on this, but it is a good car. And it's medium, I think. Just don't quote me on that one. You have to go and check it yourself. But I'm 99% sure I've used it on a fair few city streets. It is a pretty killer car. Love it. And it's a pretty cool picture as well. I have to say, I do like that one. So both of them built 323. Moving on, we've got the Pontiac 6000 STE all-wheel drive. So it's all-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, performance tyres. There's not many better four-wheel drive cars in common. Medium ride height, 80 handling and 8.6, so it's pretty killer in the rain. And here's one thing for you: it does climb dirt hills. I can't remember if it climbs all dirt hills or snow hills, but it certainly can hill climb. So that one is a must in the garage, I feel. The Alfa Romeo. Okay, the stats don't look fantastic. 7.3. We've had cars with less RQ, with more acceleration, but this Alfa Romeo has, I think, the highest top speed out of any common car. So it is your test bowl car, and to be fair, it's pretty quick in a straight line. Certainly on the 1 mile drag, it's going to get beat anything up to 1 mile, but the 1 mile, it should win most cars, I think, if I remember rightly. But both 323 and 332 are viable fuses for this one. I feel mine is there at 332, and like I said, I use it just for test bowl and 1 mile drags. So let's move on. Again, two completely different cars, but two cars both worthy of a place on my list here. The Honda Vermouth 4-wheel drive turbo. It's got 4-wheel drive standard tyres, 75 handling. It's actually pretty good. It does the job you want it to do. Trust me, it will work for you. Certainly if you are on snow and ice as well, the 4-wheel drive standard tyres just does the job. And the Opel GT, again, the stats don't. These are common cars, so that the stats are never going to be good. But 7.9 and 83. This one shifts pretty quick. It really does, and it will beat some of the RQ19s and 20s, believe it or not. So don't dismiss the Opel. I've got two of them maxed also, both of them at 323. There's not much to say about that one. I love it, and again, it's another cool picture. I think some of the pictures in the game are rubbish, but some of them are pretty cool, and that is a cool one. Whereas the Honda there, no, that just looks like, yeah, I don't really want to say. Right, let's move on to the Fiat Panda and the legendary Honda Beat. Now, the Honda Beat's been in the game for a long time. The stats have never changed, but the RQ has. It's moved up and down like a yo-yo. Every single goddamn update it moves. But it's super lightweight. It's super twisty. But don't build it anything other than 323. It's pretty pointless. The top speed, nothing to shout about at all. It's 90. It's just a little twisty beast. So, and it saved my bacon a fair few times. The Fiat Panda, 4-wheel drive standard tyres again. This is one of the only common cars that can actually do the twisty road in the snow. So just be aware of that. I absolutely love that Fiat Panda, and for a long time I was like, no, I don't want that. Don't want it. When you get to learn the game fully, and I'm not claiming that I have learned the game fully at all, because there is still stuff I'm learning every day. There are still cars that I'm going, actually, that's pretty good. I'm going to save one of them, because I haven't got every common car. I haven't got every uncommon car. I haven't. I'm currently working on getting every common car. I have said that in my other videos, and I'm about 40 away now. But for a long time, I dismissed this Fiat Panda until I actually realised it's got the 4-wheel drive and standard tyres, and medium ride height. So please don't dismiss that one at all. Get that one in your garage, get it locked, get it built. 323 is the only way to go, and you won't regret it. You won't regret having that one at all. I promise you that one. Okay, so we got again two completely different cars. The Monte Carlo SS, the quickest common car now in a straight line, up to half a mile drag. Like I said, after half a mile it's going to start getting beaten, but quarter mile and half mile, it is your car to have. 323. That's all I've got to say on that one. And the Citroen ZX Volcano, Volcane, I don't know, yeah, Volcane. You'd have thought they'd call it Volcano, but I suppose it is French. I'm not being I'm not being Frenchist. This one is a city streets killer. Again, it is medium ride height, 8.3 and 83 handling. It will do the job that you need it to do. So again, that's just another one. Don't dismiss it. So we then move on to the Nissan 260Z. This one again is recently added. It's good. It's twisty. I'm still getting used to using it, so I can't really say a lot about it. It's an RQ19, so it is top of the block. I need to do some more experience with it, but I'm certainly starting to pick it up a few more times now. And the Renault, okay, this is the best front-wheel drive drag common car in the game. 6.9, it doesn't look like it's anything to shout about, but top speed of 130. It picks up pace pretty quickly. When you come to front-wheel drive events, this is the one that you want in your garage. This is the one that you want in your hand. I've got two of these maxed, both of them 332. The picture's nothing to shout about, but definitely get this one in your garage, guys, 100%. And 323 is also a viable build. It goes to something like 7.1 and 73. Okay, guys, we're almost there now. Two wet city street kings here. For a long time, the Rover 200 was your city street king for the rain. It's not quite anymore, but it's still a good fallback car to have in your garage. Definitely 84 handling with standard tyres. The speed's nothing to shout about, but you don't need speed in the wet. And although the Honda Prelude there, the handling is 8 less. Now that's a lot. But when it comes to Japanese events, it's one of the better ones, and it will work in the city streets. I absolutely love that Honda Prelude. Use it all the time, as well as the Rover, of course. But yes, make sure you get these two into your garage as well. Two Fords here. The Ford Focus Coupe Cabriolet. Now again, this for a long time was, with the Rover, city streets king in the wet. Unfortunately, now it has been overtaken by the Ford Fiesta, which I feel is actually overall the best common car now in the game. I've got two of them maxed, and a lot of people have got two of them maxed now. So you want to make sure that you are you're joining the Ford Fiesta train. I absolutely love it. Love it. You can't go wrong with it. Dry, wet, snow, ice. It works. It really does. And that handling, it's over a second and a half quicker than the Ford next to it, and the handling's only one difference. So you can see there. Well, you can see. So we are going to move on now to the last three cars in my list. Don't forget, guys, like I said, if you feel I've missed something, just drop it below. This is here to help everyone, whether you're a new player and you're looking at what common cars to keep, or you're an older player and actually your common garage is pretty poor. It's for everyone. So drop a comment, let me know if I've missed anything, please do. Don't forget to hit them like and subscribe buttons, and continue to follow me for more top drive videos. Let's get into these last three cars. So we're going to start with the Bentley Mulsanne S. It's the only common Bentley in the game, and it's worth having. It's worth for the city streets alone. Performance wise, it doesn't look anything to shout about again, but it will do the job. And the top speed 138, super quick. Sorry, I just completely lost my train of thought. The Citroen Visa GTI, again, city streets, very, very strong on the city streets. The stats, again, though, don't look anything to shout about, but it will do the job. And then finally, this is with the Ford Fiesta. My other favourite common. I've got two of these built. One of them at 332 because this was, before the Monte Carlo SS, was the best drag car common in the game. Now it's just been overtaken by that, but it's still a very solid car to have at 332. Trust me on that one. And also 323 because it is medium ride height, so it will work on city streets. And that's it. That is my list of common cars. I know there's probably one or two I've missed, and I can certainly think of one straight away that I've missed randomly, and I haven't put it in, and that's a Mercedes-Benz RQ17. It is a bit of a drag king. In fact, I'll add it on here right now. So yes, this one certainly is a car that you 100% want in your garage. Listen guys, thanks for watching. Have a fantastic day, and I will see you next time for another Top Drives video. You take care. Bye bye.